Hello, welcome back to Oolykee Gaming and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Mod Monday. Today we have Riga Tower, FedEx and new apartment buildings. Right, so again, go and check out, there's around 40 mods released in the last 7 days. This is just some of them that caught my eye. You should really go and check it out. We have like thousands of mods and you're gonna always find something for yourself there. Links to these mods are in the description of the video. Small steel mill by Karan Tukia. Small steel mill perfect for an early steel production, maximum 150 workers, 4 vehicle spots, 4 factory connections, 3 conveyor belts, import storage 15 tons of coal, 15 tons of iron, export storage 65 tons of steel, consumption 112 tons of coal, 60 tons of iron per day, and production 12 tons of steel per day. Okay, this is interesting. This is something that I always found really interesting regarding the steel mills. These small steel mills sometimes can be a double-edged sword that is actually harming you more than actually helping you, because soon you're gonna overgrow this production, and sometimes it's maybe to invest in something bigger, but I'm not totally sold on this, so I'm still in the process of making my mind up regarding this. So we have 3 import conveyor connections. We have industrial connections. Let's really quickly check them out. We have 4 industrial connections that will be for your external steel storages, because obviously the storage is quite limited. Steel wise, you can get away with that, but coal and iron, you're definitely gonna need external storage for this. Amount of workers is quite significant. That's a lot of workers, but you know, you really need that much workers. Right, so what can we do here? Well, first of all, the model here is amazing. You have a blast furnace over here. Looks like it's extremely simplified, and in real life I'm not sure if this can produce 12 tons of steel per day. Maybe it can. I mean, like, yeah, probably would. I don't know if it's real based on a real building or not, but obviously this is just steel production facility, and storage is definitely needs to be a separate building for storing your coal and iron and delivery systems for all of that. It's like, it's going to be whole different thing, but this is the actual heart of the steel mill. Right, so how does it compare to vanilla one? So this steel mill can be found, well, let's try like this. Let's go to metallurgy, let's go to the steel mill, and this is the latest one we have, 70,000 rubles. The new one is 270. The new one, the vanilla one, is 3.5 times larger, has 3.5 times bigger capacity production of steel, around that number, but it does cost 3 times more. Would it be 4 times more? Even 4 times more costs this one. But eventually you're gonna have to expand this to something a little bit bigger. Production-wise, it's almost double the consumption of coal versus iron, and this is the same over here. So it's quite realistic in their production. What about the size-wise? Size-wise, it is significantly smaller than vanilla one. So I would say in any aspect, productivity, the amount of workers, it's quite realistic. It's definitely not cheaty. If you want something like this, which I'm definitely gonna experiment with these, you can find the link in the description of the video to check it out for more details. Mr. Abelyan Hike 852, Armenian old fictional hotel employs fictional. Interesting. Employs 65 workers, serves up to 260 tourists. I created it by mixing several old-style hotels in Armenia: Grand Hotel, Sevan Hotel, Tufenkian Hotel, etc. There's also description in Cyrillic. Right, so I thought, like, it reminds me of some of the buildings that I actually saw. But yeah, now that he mentions, yeah, it could be a mixture of different styles as well. That's why it looks a little bit familiar. But it looks really beautiful. Again, looks a lot of improvement on the details. It looks a little bit a rackety old hotel, but this is the whole point of it. Now, heads up, it does have skins So I installed the skins as well, so you can change skin color if you want something cleaner, nicer, if you consider it nicer. I like the black one myself, but you have options now in different styles if you want to use this hotel. Absolutely beautiful. We are only a few buildings away until we can actually reconstruct the whole Armenia with help of Mr. Abelian Hike. But anyway, compared to vanilla ones, yeah, let's do that. So if you go to our residential areas and we have our culture, and in tourism we go for hotels. We can see, usually it would be all the way in the back. Here we go, old hotel, 45,000 rubles. We have city hotel 29, that's more expensive. It's half the capacity though, so we have, it has more capacity, but it's twice the price. It's a significantly more expensive hotel. So definitely not a cheaty mod as usual. Link description video. We have Mr. Novo and sustainable forestry logging done in a sustainable way, such that trees can that are cut down get replanted automatically. Comes in two versions. One that uses hand tools such as shovels, saws and axes and employs 40 workers. Another that uses chainsaws and fuel but only employs 10 people to produce the same amount of wood. Both versions are closed in the winter. Interesting. I don't know why they're closed in the winter. Forestry happens in the winter as well. But let's check them out. So this is new thing that probably we can't even compare this to anything. Chopping place, but it depends on the amount of workers, I believe. It doesn't matter. I don't know if we can compare it. We're gonna see the prices anyway. So we have two versions here. One of them is just creates wood and it requires a lot of workforce, and the other one creates the same wood but requires fuel. So this is the only difference. If you want something that creates wood with less input, well, worker input, you have to bring fuel, or if you want it without fuel, you can just supply it with 40 people. Absolutely amazing. This is something that I grew up. My little hometown has a huge, enormous, literally, like 40 kilometer, 30 mile. 27-8 miles, a big oak forest full of like a lot of oaks, and it has a lot of oaks, and it has these cut through passages for maintenance of forest, so you can exploit the forest when the trees are grown, and then you can cut them down, leaving some of the trees so they can replant or reseed the soil. Of course, you do it manually as well, but you have these big square areas. They're around 500 meters, or that would be 600 yards or something. In between them, you can literally see them through the forest. These lines, you can see them from satellites as well. So this is how you maintain the forest, exploit the forest, use the forest to grow the trees that you want, the area, and definitely something that we need here in this game. This is absolutely beautiful, and thank you for this. This is again one of the genius ways of, you know, how Mr. Novo likes to do stuff in this game. I love it. Anyway, so where can this be found? Because Oolykee has a lot of mods, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find this, but I'm gonna give it my best. The problem with these are that they are classified as factories. I'm pretty sure they are. It doesn't say in description of the video, so description of the mod, but you can't find it here where usually wood is produced. That would be wood cutting area, wood cutting posts. It's not there. Where I have it, it's in the last pages of my mods, because they are the latest ones that I installed. We can probably, I'm gonna search for them if they have significant kind of, they look a little bit on the darkish side. They cost 12,000 each, more or less 12,500 and 12,000 each, which is, you just get wood out of it, so it's not a big deal. I think the wood cutting post is much cheaper. Yeah, even the modded wood cutting post you can get much cheaper than that if you want to exploit the forest on your own. This is something that you really want to have if you want to put it, because you can, there's cheaper ways of doing things in this way. Now if you go to our factories, I'm gonna try to find them for you, but it doesn't mean, I believe they should be here. It doesn't mean that we're gonna find it, first of all. Second of all, I don't know if this is ideal, of course, because I installed them, they're gonna be on the last page, but you should be able to find them in your factory section in your old mod kind of folder where the mods are located. But anyway, quite realistic. I love this thing and I'm gonna be using it in my Let's Plays. Link description video. Blue Sapphire and Riga TV Tower. Welcome, comrade, and bring you something you never knew you needed. Exactly. Tired of hearing of your citizen complain about their TV signals are often bad and they miss their favorite shows like Keeping Up with the Soviets, Real Housewife of KGB. I'm not gonna go through all of it. It's actually quite nice. I'm gonna leave it to you. I'm gonna say that a couple of statistics about this building. Height is 368 meters, workers is 60, 25 actors, no collisions, skins, yeah, we installed the skins as well, possible for future 5G upgrades. Beautiful to look at, yeah, definitely it is. Okay, that's more or less it. I'm gonna leave it for you to read the introduction. It's really nice. Thank you for that, Blue Sapphire. I'm gonna go and check out the building itself. Right, so this is the building. A little bit on the bright side the colors are, maybe darken it a bit or something, I'm not sure. It looks sometimes I'm complaining that something is too clean, sometimes that it's like too dirty, so no, there's no satisfying me. Right, so this is the tower itself. It looks absolutely amazing. It's really beautiful building. I have nothing to add about it. Looks new, looks brand new, looks beautiful. I would probably put a little bit something that looks a little bit weathered, but no, it's just me complaining for no reason. I would just leave it as it is. How did people get in here? Probably there will be elevators in these spires or something, these pillars, pylons here to get them up the tower. Anyway, has skins as well. I should have installed them. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like I did. One second, I'm just gonna double check this. Yeah, the skins are installed, but for some reason I cannot change it from here. I am not sure why is that. I'm just gonna double check here in my everything, show all mods. In the end, where we have my Riga Tower, that would be over here. So we would go for the Riga Tower. No, I don't have any other ones. Looks like I probably made some mistake. That's probably a mistake on my part. Sorry about that. But there's also skins for this mod, for this model. You can find them right next to the original Riga Tower in the mod section. Now this works as the TV station. As you can see here, this is how many people watching your TV station. But how does it compare price wise? So as you can find it in your in the end of your folder, 781,000. I mean, like I believe everybody knows already that this is really expensive. That means it's not cheaty. That's not a negative thing. It's just not cheaty. And we can compare it to our television stations. So we have here the City Hall accounting. Let's find real quickly a television station. And television station vanilla one would be 447,000, which is, I would say, even comparable in size-wise, volume-wise. Of course, Riga Tower is much taller. Worker-wise, 120/70, and then Riga Tower is 60/25. Less workers, so it's a little bit less efficient, which also adds to the complexity of the whole building. That is quite realistic in pricing and style and everything. But look, it's up to you guys. This is quite realistic. It definitely passes the non-cheaty mod tick, whatever you want to call it. But for more details, you're gonna have to go and check it out. Link in the description of the video. Right, Volgograd 60s building pack by Salt. The package includes 4 variants of apartment buildings, an archway, a boiler room and a shop on the first floor of the building. Important, in some cases the arch will not be placed correctly. Then press T and try to put it again. I made it all models based on a real building from Google Maps. Untranslated the description of the mod and the names of the buildings through the translator, so the text may be inaccurate. There's a description in Russian, I believe, as well, and you can read it in the link in the description of the video. But this is Oolykee's favorite mods. That would be residential buildings. This is absolutely something that I have something to say about, and this one is extremely positive. These bricks look a little bit on the big side, but I'm not gonna complain about that. Bricks look like they're like the size of humans. Well, at least they will be heavy as humans. if we would be comparing those to real ones. But yeah, it could be cinder blocks, it could be air bricks or something like that, that are a little bit bigger. But anyway, other than that, this is absolutely stunning. What about the capacities? Capacities, you can see here, 85 people, and you guessed it, 85 people. We have the shop over here that can be placed, I believe it can be placed underneath the buildings as well. I don't see spot for them underneath the buildings, so maybe I wouldn't even put them underneath the building. But let's say that we're gonna leave it alone for now. I'll try to place it. And then we have a boiler room over here that, you know, heat exchanger. No, actually it's a heating plant. Oh, interesting. Pollution. Oh, there's no pollution. Wait. There should be pollution for this. It doesn't say that there's a pollution, but I would still implement pollution here. 1 gigajoule of heat, that's pretty low, but still pollution. Right, so how does this compare to some of the vanilla buildings? So 85 people, let's say, and let's see how much they cost. Those will be here, 26,000. I can tell you straight away that these are more expensive than any of the vanilla buildings. So price-wise, I believe they are quite realistic. We have, again, archway. This is for 12 people here. That's the archway over here that we can put on the side of a building. And then we have as well a boiler room over here, 2,100. Oh, it does have heat tank. No, it doesn't say that it produces pollution, unfortunately. Pollution would be quite good if it had it. Anyway, if you want to learn more about this model, this mod, go in the link in the description of the video. FedEx Distribution Office by Fuller, FedEx Distribution Company, parking spaces 21, and yada, included small, medium, and big vehicles. I installed them as well, so we're gonna have this, we're gonna check this out all together, but that's the description of the building. Right, I have a couple of things to say here. Textures, some of them are not ideal, but I'm not gonna criticize that. Definitely better than I would make it, but hey, you know, maybe we can put it out there. I love that the building has the depth. You can actually see inside of the building where these doors are open and closed. I love that part. Again, textures are so-so, but couple of things. I love that it has a lot of administration, like administration building. I love that it has a passage through the building as well, so that's cool. It has decent amount of spaces as well. One other criticism: installing the vehicles, they are all ruble based, and they say that they are from Slovakia, which it could be. I don't know which models they are. They only call themselves FedEx trucks, but all three of them are purchased by rubles and not dollars. Because if you want to have a FedEx, usually probably you would have some kind of connections to US and probably United States, or you would be using some trucks like that. Potentially Western trucks, again, it would be purchased by dollars, but these are just minuscule small details that I would maybe change, you know, because if somebody wants to have FedEx deliveries, they don't mind having dollars to actually buy these vehicles. But that's my 2 cents. Anyway, this acts as a distribution office, so let's compare it to vanilla distribution office. Right, small distribution office over here. We have FedEx building, 222,000 rubles compared to, well, at least like 5 times more expensive than the medium distribution office here that has half the vehicles. So definitely not a cheaty model, this is not a cheaty building, and big thumbs up from me. I think it's really amazing. I'm gonna be using it myself. Anyway, link in the description of the video. And not the last and not the least, definitely my favorite this Mod Monday is Billman and Schottky with 1LG600A. Soviet series of residential buildings for industrial housing construction created according to Polish project revised by the the Institute in the mid-60s. Initially, the construction of the houses was carried out by Avtovsky DSK-3 in Leningrad and its suburbs. The people's name ship was given to the series for the white facade with lines, windows, reminiscence of the decks of an ocean liner. Okay, that's a mouthful and an interesting one. There's a lot of of location USSR and Poland from 1968 to 1989, residential buildings. You have architects. I'm gonna 773 or more built. Aerated concrete panels, reinforced concrete panels, flat reinforced concrete. Okay, there's a lot of stuff there. Historical background, you have an enormous amount of data on this if you want to go and read it. I will not go through this. I will say that the biggest buildings have 322 people, smallest one has 54. We're gonna compare those. There's a couple of them with no data, but anyway, we're gonna compare them to some of the vanilla buildings. So let's go and check these buildings out. Now, definitely, absolutely, 100%, this is my favorite mod. This mod Monday, you have options. Dude, options. You have whatever you want in the same style. Absolutely perfect. I love it. Is there anything? It's similar to my... this is similar to the buildings I used to... Wait a minute. This is a little bit too similar to the buildings I used to live in. And I'm not kidding anymore. No, 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 no. This could be it. No, 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 I had two entrances to the building. Extremely similar, extremely. I'm telling you, this brings out memories, nostalgia of Balkans. And of course, we have a hotel version of one of those that you can see here. We're gonna cover that as well. Okay, so you have a couple of these residential buildings, absolutely beautiful, and maybe skins for them could be cool. It probably would take a little bit time to create them, but you know, if you can have them in the blue, red, you know, not the facade white, but you see these yellow parts that can be blue, red, you know, just changing. I don't know if it's a lot of work or not, but just my 2 cents regarding these models. But all in all, really amazing details, amazing models, and I just absolutely love them. I just wanted to check one more thing to show you the entrances to the building. Unfortunately, they don't have the entrance on the back side. Usually this would be like for trash collection or something of the building. All of them, they have only one side entrances, which is a little bit of a problem because of these longer ones. And with these ones, it's a little bit of a problem because, you know, you have to finish the footpath first of the building before you construct it. Well, you can put mud one, but then and upgrade it later, but it makes little sense. Usually I would connect one gravel road or normal pedestrian path to the building and another one mud, so they can start on both construction at the same time. Right, prices. Let's go and check out models. Let's go for the bigger ones. 577. Okay, I didn't read 577 anywhere. Right. Okay, let's find something that is... You can see the prices, 123,000 for 500 people. This building is approximately 7 times more expensive than the most expensive vanilla building, biggest vanilla building, and it has like 3 times the capacity. So definitely it's not a cheaty. None of these buildings are actually cheaty. We can go for the cheaper one here, 39 people. 14,500. If you go to vanilla buildings for 39 people, we can go for 43 here. It's 5,000. It's 3 times more expensive. So this is not a cheaty model. This is gonna cost you, but it's absolutely beautiful. Even the way I laid it out here, I love it. I love these buildings. Anyway, this is my favorite mod, this Mod Monday. Let's move on. Oh, link description video. And I give you New Horizons alternate version by Surya, an alternate version of Mosul's New Horizon clean map that I made for upcoming playthrough. This version contains slightly more resources, in addition a larger river island, more trees and other landscape alterations. Check Mosul's workshop page for that awesome map. All credits to this map goes to Mosul. Okay, so I decided to cover this map because it's a little bit, let's call it improvement. Some could call improvement, some just changes, but it's a really beautiful map. I think it's a really nicely made map, so you can find both Mosul's and Surya's, well, Surya's map and link in the description of the video, and in the description of the New Horizons alternate version of Surya, you can find the link to Mosul's map as well. We're gonna cover this map right now. It's a quite interesting map. It has a diverse geography. I will show you what I mean by that. There, as you can see, there's big valleys and of course some flat grounds around here. You can easily make cities around here. That would be quite interesting to see how that would work. Even up the hills here, that would be... That's not bad, not bad. I think it's interesting. Anyway, let's cover the basics. Let's see how the map looks like. So we open the map, let's spread it out. You can see that we have a river going from the northeast towards south, and we have a couple of middle river islands that you can build on. They are pretty flat. I believe probably your bigger cities are going to be located in this area. Okay, what about the resources? Resources, yeah, you have a little bit more resources on this map. It's less challenging, but probably it's going to be more fun to create something beautiful on this map. So you can see here coal. Rarely you're probably going to not find that many, 100% sources of coal, but you're gonna be 50% and so around that ballpark. Iron, on the other hand, you have a couple of 100% locations there where you build a mine. You can expect to have up to 100% quality of iron. Oil wise, oil is always it's a mixed bag. Sometimes you can get a lot of oil, but you're still gonna have to go for a huge area to start exploiting it. And then we have uranium. Again, in the north, central north map, you have a little bit of uranium that you're gonna start exploiting. And bauxite is, you're not gonna be missing a lot of bauxite. Again, sources in the middle of the map as well. Now the rivers should be navigable all the way. If not, you can just deepen them a little bit, but I'm pretty sure they are navigable. We can go and check out. You can see here how it looks a little bit shallower in some parts. But I'm pretty sure you can either deepen that or you can actually even use it straight away. It looks like it's usable all the way for your ships. But anyway, this is a really nice map, and go out and check out this map and others that were released in the last 7 days to find something nice for yourself. I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna say I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, notification bell, ring it, comment section, hit it. And if you want to support the channel, you have the description of the video. Thanks guys for watching. Happy Monday, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.